Main Event Podcast, baby. We back. Like and subscribe on YouTube all the time. We still got Tawan Butler here. Mike Richmond still over there. And my man Kevin Newman, the second coming, is still right here. We've been here for a minute talking boxing. And on this segment right here, bro, I want to break it down. It's about these, these prior fights and these upcoming fights. Because everybody, not only are you a fighter, you still a fan of the sport. Yeah. You still like to watch the big fights like everybody else, right? So give me your take on the Canelo's fight, moving up to fight Kovalev, leaving his prior weight classes, making that jump.
I mean, he dared to be great, man. And, he did it with the right guy at the right time. If you look at that fight, he did what he's supposed to do, and I feel like Kovalev kind of was in there more so fighting to survive than win. And, I look at it was an old Kovalev, 36 years old, taking nothing away from Canelo, but he fought the right guy to make history. He fought the right guy at the right time. Would he do that with the
timing is everything?
Would he do that with Beater Beeve or the guy that Beater Beeve just beat? No. He wouldn't walk to them guys like that and do that with them. But, he made history. He got it done, and, it was a great knockout, man.
Now let's jump a few more up there. Let's talk about Deontay Wilder fighting what's my brother name again? I ain't know this one. Ortiz. Luis Ortiz.
Yeah. You don't know King Kong?
I mean, my bad. I ain't want to mess up his name. That's why I said I'd rather, let somebody else say. I ain't want to mess up his name. But it's going to be a good fight. Deontay Wilder finished him the last fight. Yeah. What you think going to happen on that fight?
Luis Ortiz, man, he's older, but he's a southpaw. He has a lot of experience. That experience plays in that.
Because it looked like he pushed Deontay that last fight. Man, that last fight, it looked like he pushed him a little bit. If the roles was reversed, and when he hurt Deontay, and if it was reversed, they would have stopped it.
Yeah,
if it was Deontay beating on him, it would have stopped it. I mean, he really could have. They could have stopped it. Could have stopped the fight when he hurt Deontay. But, they gave him a chance, and you see what he did when they gave him that chance.
Yeah.
He hit him with that cannon, man, so.
Well, most true champions, they always give him a shot, you know what I mean, to recover and get back.
It's good that they gave him a shot because you see what he did when he came back. But in that fight, I think that, obviously, Deontay Wilder, I mean, he's a huge puncher. Mm-hmm. But I feel like.
Big puncher.
I feel like Luis Ortiz is getting older.
Indeed.
Obviously, he's already old. He's already old enough, but he's getting older. He's like 40 now, but he's getting older. And, I mean, Deontay Wilder is still relatively young for a heavyweight. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's probably going to end in a quicker knockout this time.
You know what? Somebody said that, too. Somebody said it was going to be quicker. Hassan
Rockman
said it was going to be quicker.
I think it's going to be quicker. I mean, he got him last time.
What up, Hassan? I was like, I had to shot him out.
That's my guy, too, man. Big Rock, that's my guy.
For sure.
But, I think it might be quicker.
First round, second round, third round. Where'd they go? 8 rounds last fight, Mike? 8 rounds, 9 rounds? Where'd it go? I think he stopped him in the 8th round. Deontay Wilder came back.
It was later. It was later, like 9th or 10th round. Yeah. Because he hurt him in the 7th.
Yeah, he did hurt him.
He hurt him in the 7th. So it was in the later rounds, like 9th or 10th.
Well, Wilder, you just never know, man. That can end in.
I mean, he got bombs in that right hand, vicious. What you think made Tyson Fury keep that big right hand going all night?
Dude, he's a really good boxer, man. He's real crafty, slick, and he has a lot of height and a lot of reach and size on him, man. He was using that to his advantage, and I mean, he's better. He's a good boxer, and I felt he won that fight, to be honest with you.
I personally think Deontay Wilder a hell of a fighter. I love him, man. You do your thing, bro. But I personally think it was that second knockdown that made it a draw.
Oh, yeah. But I felt like without that, I mean, Wilder was losing damn near every round.
Yeah.
He was, except for the knockdown rounds, I mean, he was losing every
That's what I'm saying. That second knockdown made it an official draw. Like, I really feel he needed that knockdown.
Yeah, he did. But, Fury's a good boxer, man. He's a hell of a boxer.
Yeah, he took that cut though that last fight, and then me and my wife was at that fight as well. We was we hung out for a minute, but it looked like he wasn't the same Tyson Fury though. Did you get a chance to check it out?
I think Tyson Fury's doing so many different things. Like he's doing the WWE thing, he's talking about doing the MMA thing. So I think he's just kind of having fun living his life. But one thing about Wilder, man, that dude is serious and he's hungry. And he's mean, man. And if you watch him and you pay attention to the things he says and how he approaches the game of boxing, like if Fury comes in there playing again, he might get clipped this time.
Yeah.
So I mean, he might want.
I think he gonna come in there on his A game.
Yeah. I mean, but exactly.
Especially if Wilder finished Ortiz in a quick fashion.
Yeah.
Fury gonna come in there on his A game.
I don't know. You can't count Ortiz out because, like I said, he hurt him in the 7th, and no one's seen.
That's a good thing about heavyweights.
You never seen him hurt.
One punch could change the fight.
Never seen him hurt at all. Not like that.
Yeah.
So you can't count him out. I think that, I think he got a good chance to even not get knocked out. I agree with you, because if you watch Wilder's fights, every time he rematched somebody, like he did Stefan, he just killed him. Yeah. So that could happen. But what if it doesn't happen? Let's say Ortiz does not go down.
Yeah.
Then what?
This might be Ortiz's last big payday. So he gonna come up and show and prove. I believe that, but it's gonna be a good fight. I ain't taking nothing away from either fighter. I think Deontay Wilder want that rematch with Fury, and the only way it's gonna happen is Wilder gonna have to do what he got to do.
Since we're in the heavyweights, let's talk about the next rematch. Andy.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua's my dog.
Speak on the first fight though. Was you surprised?
Man, I was
was you
shocked?
shocked?
I was looking at the TV. I was like, when he clipped me, I know Andy Ruiz. He's a cool guy. I don't know as well. Joshua.
What up, Andy? Congratulations on everything, brother.
Yeah, man, I know he made history too. But I know AJ since 2010. Me and him been cool, man. He's always showed me a lot of support, and I showed him the same as well. So when he caught Ruiz and he dropped him, I'm like, okay. He probably about to get him, and then we got hit.
That boy stood up, though.
That
boy stood up, though.
A hell of a shot, man. But when he got up and he hit AJ, I was like, yo, and I saw him wobbling out, and he went down. When I see him go down 3-4 times, I was like, oh man, he's really about to stop him.
Yeah.
But people didn't know that. See, people slept on Andy Ruiz. I knew he could fight.
Yeah,
I knew Andy could fight. I knew Andy could fight. Oh, he ain't no punk.
And I feel like he was the wrong. I feel like if they were going to pick somebody as a replacement, that was the wrong guy to pick, because he has real skills. He's just chubby. He's a fat heavyweight, but he has real skills. You look at James Toney. When James Toney was fat, he had real skills.
He had skills, though.
But Andy Ruiz has real skills.
He slimmed up a little bit.
Yeah, man.
He's ready.
They both
he slimmed up a little bit.
A good fight, man.
Andy ready. He ain't playing.
Yeah,
Andy ain't playing. So what you think gonna happen, though? You think Andy I'm gonna keep it real. Can I give you my prediction? I ain't nobody. I'm just saying. I think Andy gonna handle his business again.
Yeah.
Because I think once you achieve that, and people been counting you out, and you upsetted them the first time, I think brother gonna come back and handle his business.
It depends what type of mentality
That's right.
It depends what the guy that loses, the type of mentality he has coming back in. It's just like my situation. Like, I knew what I was gonna do the second time around. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You look like it was.
Yeah, right.
About it when we was there.
I knew what I was gonna do. So if AJ has that same mentality, and he comes, you seen who dropped who first. He caught him first, and AJ has Andy
can take a punch though.
He can't. He's tough.
When he stood up, dog, I said, okay.
That shot he got hit with would have knocked a lot of guys out. That hook he got hit with.
Yeah,
but, not to destroy you.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a great fight, man. I'm looking forward to it. AJ's my dog. And then obviously he's from the UK, but he's my friend.
How you feel about it being way over there in Saudi Arabia, though, man? It's a lot of money over there. They're trying to do a lot of money.
They're trying to build it up.
They might be trying to take that Ali Thriller Manila type approach. But I think it's a different time, man. It is a different time,
right?
In
people
sports,
fighting on apps now and stuff.
Yeah,
it's different,
a whole different time.
So I don't think the type of buzz like it would have had when Muhammad Ali was fighting over in Manila and over in Africa and stuff like that. It's just different. I think it probably would have been better off being in the United States. But hey, them guys,
I think so too.
Them guys get paid, that's what they get paid either in the United States or in London. But that's what them guys get paid to do. So it's not my say so, man.
Well, it's a lot of money in Saudi Arabia, brother. Sure. That's why they going over there.
Right.
It's like really like who's gonna make it over there?
Right.
That's my hope.
I'm with you on that.
Who's gonna make it over there?
Only a certain few is gonna get over there
with a certain type of money.
That's it. I mean, I wish the fights was in the States too, but you know what? I mean, as a promoter, you got to go wherever the money calling to pay for the fight, and that's just 100% real. You know what I'm saying? So if the money over there, as a businessman, you got to go over there and get it. As a fan, we upset.
Right.
Like, what if we did have enough bread to go out there to New York and catch it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or go to Cali and catch it. But you brought it 17 million hours away from here, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Eddie. Bring it back over here, man. We love you, man, for real. You doing good things in the sport, but why so far, brother? But I understand the money is over there. You feel me? Yeah. But back to Kevin Newman right here. I want to know, man, how you feel about Lomachenko climbing the ranks? You think he need to go up more? Because me and Mike talk about this all the time at the barbershop. Yeah. He be like, if Lomachenko good, he need to go up more weight classes. All the other great fighters went up multiple weight classes, not just one, not just two. What's your take on Lomachenko?
I'm being honest, man. Lomachenko, he has a great skill set. He's not the most talented guy, but he has a great skill set. He mastered his skill, and he mastered his way of fighting, and he has decent speed. Has good decent power for his size. But I mean, he has great footwork and range, and he knows how to break you down from round one, to the end. I mean, he's calculating, but he does need to go up another weight class. Another weight class. I mean, you look at guys like Pernell Whitaker. You look at Floyd.
Yep.
They're comparing him. Roberto Duran went up several weight classes. You look at you guys like those guys, and they're comparing him, saying that he's the greatest of all time. He's better than Pernell Whitaker. He's better than Floyd. Man, listen, these guys jump.
They crazy for saying that.
And they beat much better guys than he has fought so far.
That's right.
Pernell Whitaker, they talk about him, his footwork and stuff. Pernell Whitaker did 360 in the ring. Pernell Whitaker was, putting his hand, getting in corners and sitting there doing the most crazy. There's just no comparison to me when it comes to Lomachenko. Like, I've heard people say that he's better than Pernell Whitaker. He's not, to me. Right. But and they say he's better than Floyd at 130 or 135, whatever. He's not.
Man,
he's not.
The
only thing Lomachenko got that these other fighters didn't get is an earlier opportunity to fight the bigger fighters. That's it.
He had a big amateur career though.
He turned pro at almost 30.
What people don't understand.
He won 2 gold medals.
Yeah, 2
pro
gold medals.
and amateur. It's 2 different platforms.
Straight up.
But they are both. But when you have that many amateur fights, you are a professional.
Straight up.
When you have 300 something in one, you're a professional.
Yeah, you're
a professional.
No, I agree. You don't ignore what you've done as an amateur, right. But when you become a pro, it resets.
Yeah.
And it starts from when you're a pro. And if you want to compare yourself to the greats, it's got to start from when you're a pro, because your pro record is really what they judge you on when it comes to your pro stats, not your amateur stats.
You could throw in Floyd's amateur record. He had a great amateur record, but they don't throw it in there. 86 and 4.
Right.
They don't throw that in. They could throw in Sugar Ray Robinson's amateur record. He was like 85 and 0. Like 6-something knockouts, but they don't throw that. You could throw all this stuff that they did as an amateur, but they throw that in with Lomachenko. They talk about him being 300-something.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But at the end of the day,
absolutely.
Like you said, it does not matter what you're doing as a professional, which he's doing. He's winning. He's doing this and that. But you gotta. It's hard to compare him right now. You gotta wait till his career is over and done with, and he's done a lot more than he's done so far. That's my opinion.
I totally agree with you. I feel the exact same way.
You can't compare right now, but you're disrespecting, guys that put in real work. Not saying that Lomachenko hasn't, but guys like a Pernell Whitaker, or Floyd, or Roberto Duran. These guys that fought great champions, that fought great fighters, not guys that were just world champion. There's guys that not anybody. People can become world champion, but there's a difference between being a great fighter, like great fighters. Roberto Duran fought Tommy Hearns. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. He fought great fighters. Floyd, great fighters. You could name 20-some. Or 15 at least great fighters that Floyd has fought.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
he didn't fight them all.
You got to understand. So that's not a knock at Lomachenko. He's in his early 30s. He still has time to get it done, but he's gonna have to take some tougher fights. Because the guys he's.
Let's talk about one dude. Let's talk about one dude he should fight. Yeah. Your stablemate who got a fight coming up December 28th. Tank and Gamboa.
Man, I don't.
Give me your take on Tank and Gamboa's upcoming fight.
Tank is gonna knock Gamboa out. And I have my reasons for why I say that, and some people know, but I know why. A lot of people, you could look at Gamboa's last couple fights and tell that, and that's no disrespect. Gamboa was
he did look good against Rocky Martinez his last fight though. He did look good,
but did he not come on here and say what I said last week?
What
about Gamboa being a gatekeeper? Now he looked good in his last fight, but his other fights before that, he looked like he needed to go back to the gym.
I've seen them box before, man. So. Yeah. I know I seen them box before, and that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm picking Tank to win that fight by knockout, and it could be early, man.
Well, I might bet.
But at the same time, I always like to play.
I've told people I feel like Tank could knock out Lomachenko. If Lomachenko comes in there with that pity pat stuff, trying to just think that that's what's gonna keep Tank up off him, I don't see that. I look at boxing totally different. Not saying that just because you load up, you can knock a guy out. But I don't think people. I don't know Tank well, but I've seen. I know enough about boxing. I've seen his style in the kick and boxing. He can fight.
Yeah, he can fight.
He's knocking guys out because he's just doing what he's supposed to. Because like he said, if they're not supposed to be in there with me, why am I letting them go to round? So he's knocking them out. But the kid really can do A lot of
That's
things.
what
Right.
Leonard
He just
said.
ain't showed it all.
He just hasn't had to show
Leonard
it.
said he didn't.
He hasn't had to show it.
He hasn't exposed his
So,
whole
if
kid of fighting yet.
Yeah.
if Tank hits Lomachenko, man, trust me, that dude,
It's gonna hurt.
Right.
He can go for sure.
I believe
You
it.
know, he can go.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I
man.
believe that.
I looked at guys. There's a couple people's power that I believe in boxing. Tank, Errol Spence, and Deontay Wilder. Man, them dudes are cracking, man.
Yeah.
Them dudes are hidden.
Well, since
Yeah.
you brought up Earl, man, I gotta know because you a fan of the sport, like me, like Mike. If Earl and Terrence Crawford ever fought, who you think will win that fight? Why?
That'd be a great fight, man. My whole thing is, Terrence Crawford's a dog, but is he too much of a dog? Because my whole thing is, can he withstand the type of power that Errol's hitting with? Getting hit. He got hurt by Gamboa. He's been getting tagged a little bit his last couple of fights. So can he withstand that type of power? Because Errol's cracking,
Yeah,
man.
Earl
Yeah.
got power.
But I mean, can he outbox Errol? Yeah, but that type of pressure and the type of pressure and the body attack that Errol put on. But if Errol just got to obviously be real disciplined, and to obviously take his training camp to another level, because that's what Terrence Crawford would do. It'd be a great fight, man. I look forward to it. It's a 50-50 fight to me. And I got to see if Terrence Crawford could take that type of power,
Take that
especially
punishment.
being from he's a smaller guy.
I hope the fight happens.
And Floyd,
I really do.
And Floyd was, he was a smaller guy beating bigger guys, but I think that Errol Spence is just a little bit. He's in his prime. He's a little bit different, man. But you got to see how he's gonna bounce back from that car accident, man.
I
Yeah,
honestly
yeah,
think,
that too.
I mean, by God gracious, he was all
man,
right.
he's
What'd he
blessed,
do?
man.
Lose
He's
a
blessed.
couple teeth? I
Yeah,
think he
he's
might have
blessed,
lost a
man.
tooth,
He's blessed,
one
man.
or two of them. But
He's blessed.
Okay.
I think. Oh, my bad, Mike. Go ahead, bro.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nah,
We
you
got
good.
2 minutes left.
Yeah.
I still want you to get them shots out.
Man, all right.
We forgot about all the homies.
I'm gonna start off with my mother. I want to give her a major shout out. She's been there from day one, win, lose or draw. She's always to this day. She's the backbone of my training camp and just of my career itself. So her, James Brown, like I brought him up. You guys don't know him yet, but you'll see him. You'll get to start seeing his face. I appreciate him for everything that he does for me, everything that he's done for me. Of course, Leonard.
Yeah.
And Floyd, man, I appreciate them guys. And they're rocking with me, and they continue to believe in me, and I'm gonna continue to work hard. And of course, my trainers, Nate Vasquez, Bones
What
Adams,
up, Nate?
Yeah.
Nate Vasquez, Bones Adams,
Bones.
Jeff Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr.
Oh man, yeah.
I have a great team of guys behind me that really believe in me. So
And
all
that's-
these guys, and that's those are the main people that I want to shout out, man. Of course, and of course my
that's
kids.
good.
Man,
yeah.
you're surrounded by good people. bro.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of fighters can't sit up here and say, Roy Jones and Nate Vasquez, even though a lot of people don't know who he
not
is,
yet.
but I know who the brother is. You know what I'm saying? And
Jeff.
Mayweather as well.
Bones
You know what I
Adams.
mean?
Right.
Bones Adams. A lot of people don't know these people, but they good people.
And these people are really, they really, man, behind the scenes,
And they deep in the boxing community.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
fighters look
absolutely.
up to these people, man. These
That's
are
it.
solid people.
Go off
Yeah.
the
So I
air
definitely want to shout
and
out
not
all
give you the
of them.
opportunity because because I'm big on team.
Yeah.
I'm big on support. When somebody's there for you and support you, man, you gotta get a shout out. You gotta let everybody know
Man, Jeff-
you haven't got there by yourself.
Yeah, and I know we got to wrap this up, but Jeff has believed in me since I was 9-10 years old. Nate, same thing. He's known me since I was 9-10 years old. He believed in me. Bones, ever since he saw me, my second professional fight, he said, "Dude, you got it." And Roy too, man. Roy is just like, man. He said, "You have his exact words." He said, "You have the same exact stuff I had." He said, "You just got to use it."
Just
can
gotta
fight,
use
bruh.
it.
He said, "You just got to use it."
As
He
soon
said,
as I seen
got
you
it
do
all.
this right here again,
yeah.
I knew it was cracking. I said, "Oh yeah, that boy
when you
ready."
When you hear that type of stuff come from a legend,
From legends, yeah.
I mean, this is just one of arguably the greatest fighters of all time in his prime. I mean, he was second to none.
Yeah.
So when you hear something like that come from him, man, these guys really believe in me, and I appreciate every last one of them.
Good stuff.
You gotta appreciate every
I
last
got
appreciate
anything,
y'all for having me.
Oh man, anytime, man.
Man, Kev,
It's
you
our
know
pleasure.
you're welcome,
So that's
man.
another shout
We
out.
got him here early too.
Yeah.
The second coming. But look here, man. I'm Tawan Butler. This is Kevin Newman, the second coming. Make sure you watch out. He already showing out on Showbox. You know it ain't nothing but bigger platforms for the young brother. This Mike Risper right here. Been my partner forever. The Main Event Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube. We out, baby.